Hello, everyone. Are we live? Trying to figure out this live thing. Hello. If you can hear me, let me know. Give me a little wave, little thumbs up. Hi, Sean. Hi. Hello. Can you hear me okay? Hi. Loud and clear. Awesome. Okay. Good. So I'll just give you guys a minute. Let some other people join. Make sure my camera is all rigged up. Awesome. Hi, everyone. Perfect. Hello. Okay. Cool. So we'll get started. So tonight, I'm coming to you from my mom's living room, probably to a lot of your living rooms as well. So my name's Christine. If you haven't taken my class at Mission before, thank you for joining me tonight. If you're tuning in or whenever you get to watch this video, thank you for practicing with me. We're all practicing together, even when we can't be in the studio. So thank you. We'll be moving through a 60-minute class, vinyasa class. As usual, I'm going to encourage everyone to move at their own pace, use your breath. Don't ever take on something that you're not comfortable doing. Always, modify if you need to modify, take rest when you need to take rest, and make this practice your own. So really quickly, we'll start seated. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. You can have your legs crossed. You can have your legs folded underneath you. Palms can be facing up. Palms can be facing down. But sit up tall and close your eyes, or just let them soften. Let your gaze soften. Begin to deepen your breath. Slowing the heart rate and calming the mind. Centering your focus. Bringing some awareness to the body and to your breath. Take this moment to set an intention for yourself, for your practice. Thanking yourself for taking the time to come onto your mat. Take one deep, full inhale, fill all the way up. And exhale, let it go. Gently blink the eyes open. And wherever you are, make your way into child's pose at the center of your mat. So bring the toes to touch, knees wide. Sit the hips to the heels and melt the upper body to the mat. Your forehead to touch, it's okay if your forehead does not touch. Breath in and out. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips a little bit closer to the heels. Inhale, walk the fingertips forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, roll your forehead side to side on the mat. Move your hips side to side. Keep your breath moving, just bringing a little movement to your child's pose. Walk the fingertips over to the right, getting a nice stretch of the left side body. Breathe into that space. Inhale. Exhale, pressing the hips to the heels. Inhale. Exhale through center. Inhale, walk your hands to the left. And exhale, sink into it. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale in your child's pose. Inhale to tabletop. Make your way to hands and knees position. Checking out your tabletop, so making sure the toes are untucked, your shoulders are stacked over your wrists, knees are in line with the hips and also in line with the ankles. Warming up the spine with a few rounds of cat and cow. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, tailbone up. Exhale, round and curl, cat pose, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, look up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, shoulder blades to the ceiling, gaze to the belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Good, move through 2 more rounds with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gaze up, tailbone up. Exhale, round and curl. Press the mat away from you. Inhale, neutral spine, tabletop. Exhale, reset. Step the right foot behind you, tucking the toes. Press the weight a bit into the heel, stretching out the calf muscles, the hamstring. Breathe. And shift the weight back into the hands and pick the right leg up and reach the left arm in front of you, flexing the right foot, thumb of the left hand towards the ceiling, engaging the core, setting the gaze slightly in front of you. Keep the breath moving, pulling up through your core, really strong and engaged through that back leg. From here, moving into a bind, so bend the right knee, keeping the foot flexed. Either half bind, dropping the left arm around the low back, or full bind, reaching for the top of the foot. Good. Opening up that shoulder. Deep breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, release it, reach forward and back, and come back to your tabletop on all fours. Breath in, and let it go. Resetting, and coming into the other side. Step the left leg back, tuck the toes, press the weight into the left heel, stretching out the calf and the hamstrings. Just a couple breaths here, warming up. Then shift the weight back into the hands and pick up the left leg. Right arm reaches, thumb to the ceiling. Left foot is flexed. Gaze set, core is strong. Breathe. Good. Bend the left knee, keeping the foot flexed, and move into the bind of your choice, either half bind around the low back or reaching for the top of the foot. Breathing to the space you're creating in the right shoulder. Good. One more inhale, kick. Exhale, release, reach forward and back. And come down into tabletop on all fours. Moving through one round of cat and cow. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, make your way onto your stomach. For Sphinx pose, a little back bend to warm up the spine. Bringing the elbows underneath the shoulders, palms planted. Relax the glutes. Upper body stays lifted. Don't sink into the shoulders. Press the mat away with those elbows. Just take a couple breaths. Opening up the chest. One more inhale, breathe in. Exhale. Inhale. Make your way out of it, planting the palms into the mat, and exhale, let it go. On your inhale, tucking the toes, and either lifting up into full plank or keeping the knees planted. And on your exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips, straighten the knees, and shake the head out yes and no. Feeling out your first down dog, pedaling out the legs. Doing whatever stretches you need to do to warm up. Whatever feels good today. Continue your breath. Come up onto the toes. And then lower the heels to the mat. To integrate the breath, inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, lower heels. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold into ragdoll. Feet hip-width distance apart. Take opposite hands to opposite elbows and just hang out. Upper body is completely relaxed. Let it hang heavy. You can sway side to side, forward, back. Just make sure you're not holding any tension in the head or neck, that everything is just hanging out. Keep breathing. Full inhales. Full, complete exhales. One more round of breath. Drop the fingertips to the mat. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale to a flat back, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise to stand. Take your time. Reach arms overhead. Palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. Good breath here. Inhale. Exhale. As we flow through sun salutation A. Sweep up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plant palms, step back, high plank, inhale. Exhale, either drop the knees, chest and chin, or lower into your Chaturanga Dandasana, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Good, one more like that with your breath. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and let it go. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit your seat. Tuck your tailbone, have a lift in the chest. Relax the shoulders, weight is in your heels. Keep the breath moving. Keep the heart lifted. And one more inhale, reach. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, palms to the mat, step it back and lower down, either chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping the right foot between the hands, warrior one. Breathe in, sweep arms overhead, grounding down through the pinky side edge of the right foot, settling into your pose and keeping your breath at the same pace. Steady inhales and steady exhales. Good, one more inhale, breathe in. Exhale, hands to frame the front foot. Step it back and move through vinyasa or meet us right in downward facing dog. Move with the breath. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale for downward facing dog. On an inhale, stepping the left foot forward. Setting up warrior one on the left. Breathe in, sweep up. Exhale, settle into the pose. Breathe. Keeping a bend in the left knee. Pinky side edge of the right foot is grounding down. Breath is moving. Relax the shoulders. One more breath in. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step it back, either vinyasa or right to down dog. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in and let it go. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, inhale, sweep up and sit low. Breathe. Tuck that tailbone, keep the chest lifted, relax the shoulders. One more inhale. Exhale, come to stand, straighten the legs, hands to heart. 2 breaths, inhale. Exhale. Remember your intention. Inhale, sweep up. Chair pose, exhale, bend the knees, sit the seat. Shifting the weight into the right foot. You're gonna hover the left foot and step the left foot to the back of the mat, coming into high lunge. Good, so widen your stance or lengthen it on your mat if you need to. Staying high on the ball of the left foot. Here we're going to take this to a windmill twist. So open the arms to a T. Breathe. Using your breath to take you around on your inhales, finding length, standing tall. On your exhales, picking a spot a little further on the wall behind you. Keeping your lunge legs strong. Good, then come back to center, high lunge, reach up. Exhale, open it up to warrior 2. Inhale, flip front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel the palms to the mat, step it back. High plank to low plank. Move through your flow with your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Empty out. Inhale, up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sweep up, sit low. Breathe here. Setting it up on the other side. So switching the weight into the left foot, hovering the right foot, and sending it to the back of the mat, coming into your lunge, adjusting as needed. Breathe. Staying high on the ball of the right foot. And coming into your windmill twist. So open the arms to a T, twisting to your left, letting your eye gaze take you around. Lengthening on your inhale, standing tall. Exhale, twisting a little further, picking a new spot. Come back to center, high lunge, inhale. Exhale, open it up to warrior 2. Back foot spins parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale, flip front palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel palms. Step back, high plank to low plank. Vinyasa or meeting us in downward facing dog. Good, take a breath. Come back to your breath. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breath here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat. Step or jump back, lower down. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the ceiling, flexing the foot. Exhale, bend at the knee. Take it up and over to your left, getting an opening of the right hip. Breathe here, pressing your left heel towards the mat. Shoulders stay square, not dipping in to the left shoulder and not lifting up with the right shoulder. Inhale, straighten the knee. Reach it straight back behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, pull your knee to nose. Inhale, reach it straight behind you. Exhale, knee to nose and step it through. Stay in runner's lunge, fingertips frame front foot. High on the ball, the left foot. Breathe. Left palm stays planted, reach right arm, simple twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, fingertips frame front foot. Setting up, warrior two, spin back foot parallel, back of the mat, cartwheel up, open arms, open hips. Breathe in and empty out. Settle in. Inhale, flip front palm, reverse your warrior. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come to stand, straighten the knee. Exhale, reach forward, out and down, triangle pose. Stay with the breath. If you like to take on any variations in your triangle, maybe reaching top arm overhead, or trying a bind and to lift the bottom arm, or anything else that you like to do in your practice, feel free to try it on at home. Just keep your breath moving. And take two more complete rounds of breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Fingertips frame the right foot. Bend the knee and hop the left foot in, pyramid pose. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Breathe. Take a couple breaths in your pyramid. Relax the head, relax the neck. Pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. Nose aiming towards your knee. Left toes are slightly turned out. Right toes are pointing at 12 o'clock. And one more round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. And make your way back to a runner's lunge. So bring a bend into the right knee. Hop that left foot back, runner's lunge, as a transition to your vinyasa or coming right back to downward facing dog. So inhale to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg to the ceiling. Flex the foot. Bend at the knee, take it up and over to the right. Breathe here, opening up the left hip. Pressing the right heel towards the mat. Keeping the shoulders square, keeping the breath moving. Letting gravity do the work. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, pull knee to nose, core plank. Inhale, extend, reach it back, three-legged dog. Exhale, core plank. Step it through, runner's lunge. Fingertips to the mat, staying on the ball of the right foot. Breathe. Setting up your simple twist. Right palm to the mat, left arm reaches. Breathe. Staying strong in your straight leg. So really pressing towards the ceiling with the back of the right thigh. One more inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Setting up your warrior two. So spin the back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Ground down through your feet. Inhale, cartwheel the palms up to a T. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe in. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the knee for triangle. Exhale, reach forward, out, and then down. Taking your time and taking any variation that you'd like to or that you took on the other side. Keep the breath moving. Heart is open. Chest spinning open and towards the ceiling. If it hurts to look up, you can always have your gaze towards the floor. Good, one more breath. And release your triangle. Fingertips to the mat. Hop, step that back foot in, halfway. Setting up your pyramid. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold over your left knee. Nose aiming towards your knee. Left toes are at 12. Right toes have a turnout. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Pulling left hip back, right hip forward. Finding some softness on your exhales. Two more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale to make your way out. Rebend the left knee. Step the right foot back to your runner's lunge as a transition to move through a vinyasa at your own pace or meet us in down dog. So exhaling for your chaturanga or drop the knees to modify. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Deep and steady breaths. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise to stand, taking your time. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale. Exhale, empty out. Arms to your sides. Give yourself a shoulder roll. Inhale, bring the shoulders to your ears. Exhale, roll your shoulders down your back. Good. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, bend the knees. Weight into the right foot, stepping back to a lunge. Runner's lunge, fingertips to the mat. Good. Finding some length here. Before we drop down into a low lunge. So dropping the left knee, untucking the toes. You can walk the right foot forward if you need some more length. Begin by bringing the palms to the top of the right thigh. Eventually, arms reach overhead. Again, shoulders staying away from the ears, not holding any tension in the neck or the shoulders. Taking on a heart opener of your choice, either bending at the elbows into cactus arms and looking up and back, or interlacing the hands at your low back and pulling the fingertips down. Breathing into the space you're creating in your chest and in your throat, opening up the heart. One more breath in. Exhale, empty. Inhale, release any binds or any heart openers, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to the mat, coming into a half split. Straightening the right knee. Sitting the hips over the left knee. Inhale, set it up, coming to a flat back. On your exhale, melting the upper body down towards the right leg. Being gentle with yourself. If you have tight hamstrings, you can keep a bend in the knee. Taking your time with this one. Moving slowly with each breath, finding some softness on your exhales. Letting the head relax. If you practice full split and you feel like you're warmed up enough, you can feel free to take your splits. Begin to make your way out of your half split, coming back to low lunge. Taking a wider stance, so wiggle walking your right foot to the edge of your mat, hands to the instep of the right foot, and then letting the right knee fall out, coming to the edge of the right foot, planting the left palm, reach the right arm to the ceiling, coming into a twist. You can stay right here. You can take a half bind, or you can take on another bind and a quad stretch by picking up and reaching for the top of the left foot. It's up to you. Find somewhere where you can stretch and feel as though you're doing work, but you can comfortably continue your flow of breath. And take 2 more full rounds of inhales and exhales. One more inhale and let it go. Release the pose. Come back to your lunge and make your way back to tabletop and come into either an upward facing dog or a cobra pose. Just stretch it out. And then tuck the toes, find downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees. We're going to set it up on the left side. So step the right foot back, runner's lunge. Take a breath here, keeping the length in the spine. And then maintaining that length in your lower back. Coming into your low lunge, dropping the right knee, untucking the toes. Palms to the top of the left thigh to set up your base. And eventually bringing the arms over the head. Breathing. Coming into your heart opener. Whichever you choose, either goalpost arms or a bind behind the back. Breathing into that space in the heart, in the chest, in the throat, shifting the gaze up or back. Or picking a new spot on the wall or ceiling. Just trying on something new. Take one more breath in and out. Good, release it, reach up. Exhale, fingertips to frame the front foot. Setting up your half split. So straighten the left knee. Adjusting your positioning. If you need to move the foot forward, do so. Stacking the hips over the right knee. Inhale, find some length. Exhale, fold forward. Relaxing the head and neck. Using your breath to take you further. Lengthening the spine on your inhales. Melting a little closer to your extended leg on your exhales. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, make your way out. Back to low lunge. Coming into your wide stance lunge. Wiggle walking the left foot to the edge of the mat. Palms to the inner sole of the left foot. And letting the left knee kind of fall out, coming onto the outer edge of the left foot. Keeping the right palm planted. Reach the left arm to the ceiling, coming into your twist. Keep your breath moving. Optional to come into a bind. If you want to take a half bind around the low back, opening up that left shoulder, or adding a quad stretch, reaching for that foot. Focusing the breath to whatever opening you're choosing tonight. And take two more. Good. If you have any binds, release them and make your way back to a tabletop position. Take 2 rounds of cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, look up. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine. Inhale, come forward, upward facing dog, stretch it out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the legs. Take a couple breaths in your downward facing dog. Another good time to shake the head out, yes and no. Good. From your down dog, find some stillness at center. And step your right foot between the hands. We're going to plant the feet and pivot to the left, coming into a wide-legged fold. Good. So inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And we're going to hang out here for a few breaths so you can take on any hand variation that you like to practice. You take hands to ankles. You can walk them behind you. You can walk your hands out in front of you so that you're in a wide-legged down dog. If you practice inversions like headstands, now is a good time to practice those. Just hanging out here for a couple breaths, taking on whatever feels good for you. Staying with your breath always. Having your toes slightly turned in. If your hamstrings are tight, having a little bend in the knees. Being gentle with yourself. Making sure your head is nice and heavy. We hold a lot of tension in our neck and our shoulders. So while we're releasing the hips, make sure we also release the shoulders. We'll be here for 3 more breaths. So move through whatever it is you need to move through. And if you've moved your hands, bring them back on the mat underneath your face. And pivot your hands around to frame your right foot at the top of your mat and step your feet together at the top of the mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll set up tree pose for balance before we come back down onto the mat. So starting on our left foot, so ground your left foot, pick up the right foot, plant it against your left foot, just avoid your knee. You can plant it on your right thigh, shin, or ankle. Hands to heart center, set your gaze somewhere in front of you. Engage the core, lengthen through your sides. Hands at heart to begin, can stay right here or extend however you want your tree to look. Listen to the breath. Make your way out of your tree and switch sides, grounding down through the right foot. Pick up the left. Again, either inner thigh, shin, or ankle, just avoid your knee. Hands at heart center to begin. Engage the core, set your gaze. Steady your breath. If you fall out, just get right back in. Inhale, exhale. Good, one more breath. And release it. Bring your palms at your sides. Face forward, palms facing forward, relaxing your shoulders down your back. Take a breath in. Exhale, let it go completely. I'm going to step back to the top of my mat and join you. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to the mat, step or jump back and lower down for chaturanga or drop the knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take whatever stretches you need in your last downward dog. Whatever feels good. And when you're ready, drop the knees and come into child's pose, toes to touch. Knees are wide, melting the upper body towards the mat. Taking a couple deep breaths in your child's pose. Lengthening the spine on your inhales and pressing the hips a little bit closer to your heels on your exhales. Walk the fingertips forward. Coming back to your breath. Bring a little movement to your child's pose. Roll the forehead from side to side. Wiggle fingers. Move your hips. Because we're not done yet. Almost. Not yet. We're going to set up 2 back bends on our stomachs. So gently lift the head and make your way onto your belly. Straightening the legs behind you. Planting palms underneath the shoulder blades. Tops of the feet are planted, chin to the mat. Setting up locust pose. Tucking the elbows next to the body. On your inhale, peeling the upper body off the mat at the same time, lifting the lower body. Maybe hovering the palms. Maybe they stay planted. Always staying with the breath. One more inhale. And exhale, release, bring one cheek to the mat. Relax the arms. Setting up another back bend. Optional, either another locust pose or floor bow. If you'd like to practice floor bow, kicking up both feet, grabbing for the outsides of the feet, either the tops of the feet or the ankles, or another locust pose with the same arms or a different arm variation. This is up to you. This is your practice. So I'm going to take floor bow. You can stick with locust pose or join me in floor bow. So we'll lift off on an inhale. Breathe in and lift up. Keep breathing. Keep lifting. Heart opening. Strong back body. One more breath in. And gently lower all the way down, resting the other cheek onto the mat. Palms to the mat, chin to mat, and press yourself up to tabletop. One round of cat and cow pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog, stretch it out. Exhale, bend the knees, hover them off the mat. Stay here. And breathe into your low back, neutralizing the spine after those back bends. Straighten the knees, downward dog. Breathe. Always staying with the breath. And dropping the knees, returning to child's pose for 5 deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Let it go. One more inhale. Exhale completely. Taking note if your child's pose feels different now than it did at the beginning of your practice. And slowly bring yourself to seated. We'll cool down with a few forward folds before we rest. So extending the legs long in front of you, coming into staff pose, flexing the feet towards your face, coming up onto the sits bones, hands at your sides. Inhale, reach arms overhead, engage your core to protect the low back. Exhale, folding forward, breathing here. Again, using the breath to take you a little bit further in the pose. Lengthening on your inhales, softening on your exhales. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, soften. Try not to pull yourself with your hands. Doesn't matter where you are, whether your hands are here or here, whether they're on your shins, your ankles, your feet, whatever you can reach. Always going for that comfortable stretch. You don't want to feel any pain, any pinching, just where we're doing some work and we can still keep that even breath flow. One more breath. Make your way out of it. Coming back to seated. And bend the right knee into the chest, keeping the left leg extended. Let the right knee fall open. Sole of the right foot. I'll spin towards you so you can see. To the inner left thigh. Inhale, reach up, square the body over the left leg. Exhale, folding forward. Staying with the breath in your forward folds. Relax the head, relax the neck. Two more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly walk to seated. And switch out the legs. Right leg long. Left knee is bent. Sole of the left foot to the inner right thigh. Inhale, reach up. Square the body over the right leg. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe. Should feel this stretch in your lower back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more breath in. Exhale. Inhale, walk yourself back to seated. Bring your knees together. Soles of the feet plant onto the mat. Reach your arms out in front of you and lower slowly onto your back with control. And when you get onto your mat, pull knees into your chest. Hug them in. Roll around, massaging out the spine. Take happy baby, reaching for the soles of the feet. pulling the knees towards the side body. You can rock from side to side or play with straightening the legs, maybe one at a time, maybe both. If grabbing for your feet isn't accessible for you, you can always grab for the backs of the knees or the backs of the thighs and get the same stretch. Always making the practice work for you. Hug the knees back into the chest. Keeping the right knee in, extend the left leg. Let your right knee fall across the body. To the left, bring your arms in a T. Gaze to the right, relaxing into your twist. Eyes can be open or closed in your twist. If they're open, soften your gaze. Unwind, coming back through center, and switch out your legs, extending the right leg. Left knee is bent. Bringing the left knee across the body, let it fall to the right. Gaze to the left. Eyes open or closed. If they're open, soften the gaze. Unwind, coming back through center. And take an inversion of your choice. I'm going to take legs up the wall pose. If you practice shoulder stand, take shoulder stand, headstand if you practice headstand or handstand. We'll be here for a few breaths. Take 3 more breaths in your inversion. If you're in shoulder stand, you can come to plow or deaf man's pose. And slowly begin to make your way out of your inversion. Reach both arms overhead. Give yourself one long body stretch, filling up your space. Settling in for Shavasana. Complete rest. Let your feet relax. Let them fall heavy. Let your palms face the ceiling. Relax your eyes. Let them fall heavy. Relax your face. Relax your jaw. Relax the space between your eyebrows. And take a moment to remember the intention that you set for yourself at the beginning of your practice tonight. I want to thank you for sharing your practice with me, even over Facebook Live. It was wonderful practicing with you. I'm going to let you go enjoy your Shavasana for as long as you would like, and I encourage you to stay there for a few minutes. So please just settle into your mat and enjoy it. So thank you, and I'll see you all soon.